the season for cities and counties to send out property value assessments. That means you do have a chance to ask questions about the process or your home's assessed value. Rusty Ray explains how it all works.
We had 4 offers in 18 hours.
Amy Kobelush said her family's home in Maple Grove sold quickly.
We were very happy. Yep, it sold for far over asking and better than we could have expected, so that was good.
It's those sales and home values that drive how each city or the county assesses homes. You can track those sales on Maple Grove's website.
This is a big map of Maple Grove, and the sales are all highlighted in blue. I click on any of the blue properties, comes up with the property ID, the address, the sale date, and the sale price.
City Assessor Marcus Yeager says the city uses sales figures from September to October for each year's reports.
Residential, we look down to the neighborhood level, so it's going to vary. Some neighborhoods went up, significant amount, some just a little bit, some actually went down.
City leaders remind you if you have a question about the process or about your actual property assessment, you can always call and ask.
If they still have concerns about their value, they think something's wrong on the record, something like that, the next step is to go out and take a look at the property. We'll do a kind of a complete review. We'll look at inside, outside, remeasure, just make sure we have the correct data that we're setting values with.
And when you do that, are there often changes?
It kind of depends on the property. It depends too how recently we've been in the property. Sometimes there are, sometimes there are not.
But you don't know if you don't ask.
So it really is worth a call if people have concerns.
To keep everyone's home and how much they're worth in line. In Maple Grove, Rusty Ray, CCX News.
The Maple Grove appeals meeting is April 18th. Yeager says you cannot appeal onto the county level if you don't first attend the city level meeting. All adoptions from the Animal Humane Society are currently on hold. The center shut down because of an outbreak of canine influenza.
It looks not that different than a lot of different respiratory viruses and bacteria that cause very similar clinical signs.
The 3 locations in Golden Valley, Woodbury, and Coon Rapids have nearly 200 dogs total. Dr. Brayshaw said at any given time, usually about a quarter of those have some kind of minor respiratory illness.
It happens with, if you think of kids in daycare, mixing them together. What we saw here was all of a sudden that quarter became half, became 3/4, and on average they were sicker than our usual animals.
The shelter is expected to stay closed for about a month as it hopefully moves all dogs back to normal health and then can resume normal operations. If you have any questions or concerns about your dog, you can call the Pet Helpline at the Animal Humane Society. A nonprofit has a warning to expectant parents about alcohol. We sat down to learn more about what they are seeing and what they do in today's Newsmakers interview with Proof Alliance.
Proof Alliance is the nation's leader in preventing fetal alcohol spectrum disorder and caring for those impacted. And we're located right here in this community in Minnesota.
All right, tell us more about FASD.
FASD is fetal alcohol spectrum disorder, and that's caused by prenatal alcohol exposure. And prenatal alcohol exposure affects 1 in 20 babies, and it causes FASD, which affects 1 in 20 children across the United States. That's in every single classroom. It's a lifelong disability.
All right, now I know during the pandemic we saw alcohol consumption go up, alcohol sales go up. What did you guys see in the data that you tracked?
Yeah. Great question. Research shows that binge drinking or heavy drinking amongst women has increased 41% over the pandemic. And so if we have more drinking, we have more alcohol-exposed pregnancies. We have more alcohol-exposed pregnancies means we have a trajectory of increasing FASD. Another piece of research shows alcohol-exposed pregnancies are on the rise during the pandemic from 1 in 9 to now 1 in 7. So this is a public health crisis.
All right. So what type of message are you trying to get out for folks?
Well, first of all, we're here for you. We're here if you suspect an FASD in your family. We're here for you if you want to join our movement to prevent FASD. And we provide education and training to professionals if you want to understand how you can be supporting individuals with an FASD from your profession. Yeah.
So there's some conflicting information out there, but the bottom line for women who might want to get pregnant or are pregnant, stay away from alcohol.
There are so many alcohol-free options out there these days, and research shows there's no safe threshold, right? So women might be wondering, is there a safe kind of alcohol I can have, a safe time to drink that alcohol during my pregnancy? There's no safe kind, there's no safe amount, and there's no safe time during a pregnancy to consume alcohol. Go have a mocktail.
All right, there's lots out there.
There
like you
are these
mentioned,
days.
for sure.
They're popular.
If someone's curious about what you guys do and they want more information, where should they go?
Come to our website. Our website is proofalliance.org, and in fact we have an upcoming caregiver conference. If you have someone in your life, in your circle with an FASD, come learn how to support and be inclusive of that individual and help them live to their life's potential.
All right, Molly O'Brien with Proof Alliance, thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
Warming temps and the chatter of birds means it's time once again for the Spring Members Show at the Hopkins Center for the Arts.
Being a fully inclusive, non-juried opportunity, it offers a place for every level of artists to be seen and get their work out there. We have a number of classes that we host here at the center. Many of the students participate, but also folks that have been working on their art for many years.
On display now is more than 250 works of art created by various members of the center. This popular show is one of the largest of the year. The wide variety of the art pieces and styles are located all throughout the building.
Full spectrum of abilities and mediums. There's some works that are kind of off the wall, as well as some real classic works.
The exhibition is open until May 13th for anyone looking to visit. And don't forget to vote for the People's Choice Award while you are at the show.